right.
10% off?
Yes.
So I'll spend only $90 on the red book? The 4 red book.
Oh, this one?
Yes.
But you want the leather one or whatever?
Yeah.
Like what he's got?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I spend only?
Oh,
That's a
I'm not
pre-order.
listening to that.
That's the case, yeah, I'll do it. I'll tell my father that I'm going to be experimenting. He wants me to keep an eye on his house on the 21st and the 1st. Well, the good thing is only 2 hours away, so I can still make the experiment.
Yeah, our friend Leila is in town next week from
I
Valley.
just can't do DMing for a little while.
Right.
Yeah.
We're getting
But
started.
The Twitch streaming, I definitely do. Because if I'm going to do this, and if this is going to be a moneymaker, I will buy that core rule book so I know the rules. Because that's technically an investment.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man, come on.
And then, if I start making, recording my tax, say, well, I've got this book with you, because I need to research the rules.
I don't know that you'll make enough money to report your own taxes,
And I just combine it with my DoorDash, just so I can.
but we won't have documentation for you.
I'll have to keep an eye on it myself. Yeah, no, that's a good thing about that's a good thing about the TurboTax. Like, if you have to keep an eye on your own, you just write down what you have written. Or
Yeah.
Dang, come it.
This is good. Fun tonight.
Showing everybody your email address.
Why are you showing my email address? Wait, do you have my email address? I did not give you my information.
Why?
Hey, turn off the screen share for a second.
I know.
So you don't
I
blast your
understand.
screen.
I understand. Give me just a second.
Yeah.
I hate it when it auto logs out stuff. Right now it's not showing any of my information. I'm just doing auto tap stuff. But I hate it when it does this because I'm just like trying to get
You
in.
might not be streaming it either.
No, I am. No, you guys, you don't have to cover the stream. It's not showing any of my information. This is all literally, the only thing they're seeing is an email address.
Okay. As
Yeah.
long as you
So
don't
I'm
care.
signing in with like Google.
Okay,
Yeah.
as long as you don't care about the minutes.
No, I don't. No.
But my hands steamed up this screen.
No, for sure. Thank you for being concerned, but I would have.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that this is coming in. It auto-logged me out of my other one, and I'm like, this is annoying. No, for sure.
Testing.
for being concerned. All right, great. All right, guys, we're getting started, which is really cool. Here we go. Welcome in. For those of you who are wanting to watch us on Twitch, I've decided this week to do mobile gaming, TikTok Live, which makes it so that you guys can actually see us while we screen, and you can go to twitch.tv, Dice and Dragons TV, to come hang out with us. The map is up, which is really fun, and we're going to get this caught up. There we go. Awesome. So we've got Mayor Deverin, we've got our players here, which is really fun to hang out. I'm glad that you guys are with us, and yeah, we're going to have a blast. So this week is our players are kind of getting to decide what it is that they're doing and what it is they're working on, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, here we go. For those of you who want to tune in, you can go to, let me take this down, twitch.tv, Dice and Dragons TV, and we will see how well that is working for us as we get started. So yeah. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Thanks for hanging out with us while we get this worked out, and now we're up and going. Okay, so the last time you guys were here, you guys rescued Mayor Kendra Deverin from the Temple of the Temple of Blessed Lightning, I think it is. Let me get the name of this real quick. Yeah, the Hermitage of Blessed Lightning. Yes. You guys went in and found out that there were a bunch of corrupted priests, and that something had happened, and
Hi
and the priests and the hermits and other things like that had become demon possessed, and that is not on par with like what you would necessarily like get from a hermitage of like druids that worships the ocean and the air and like storms and other things like that. So it's really awesome. For those of you who are tuning in, you can go to twitch.tv Dyson Dragons TV. Come and hang out with us. It's really, really fun. And yeah, actually, give me just a second, guys, because this will be really cool. Text. Let's do some text. Okay. Going to do. Awesome. Okay. Done. Let's do that. And where is this now?
Okay, so just to recap, we did rescue Mayor, we got her back in town, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're about to get some vouchers, we're officially Pathfinders. Is Pathfinder in this with the tavern? I'm not Pathfinder, the Mayor.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see.
I think
we kind of ended when we made it back, and she reported to Miko and all that stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why
he'll
don't-
update us on
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to that. I'll buy Mayor Gregor too after all that.
Okay, and then give me just a second to update this.
Yeah.
Font style.
Also, you went to, or Claire went here too. We had to kill a bunch of peacemakers. Well, you two did. I didn't land a single hit.
Background color. There we go.
That's okay. At least we all made it
I
out.
don't think
There we go. All right.
To be honest.
Done.
I think
Awesome.
They fumbled and sat themselves. Well, didn't
Here's what we were those ones were troops, right? Why
they?
didn't
Yeah, those ones-
Okay, guys, we put up for those of you who are seeing twitch.tv Dyson Dragons TV. For those of you who want a bigger view from your computer or whatever, super glad that you guys are here. It's kind of fun getting to do this TikTok live, like mobile gaming thing. For those of you who are wanting to know, right here, twitch.tv Dyson Dragons TV. That's because we are doing a simulcast not only on Twitch, but we're also doing it on TikTok live. So I'm putting the address here because a lot of you who are on Twitch are going to be like, dude, why do I need the address? I'm already here. Yeah, there is an echo from the overlay on TikTok. Oh no, that stinks. There is an echo from the overlay on TikTok. Okay. Well, let's see real quick.
Oh, yeah, he signed, he does
Let's go to that.
every time. I don't think he ever got his ability.
No, they just if you get caught.
Yeah.
But
We'll fix some echo
No,
overlay.
I don't want that.
We'll fix that echo overlay. Echo from overlay.
There we go. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. To where did I put my computer? There it is. 1 second, guys. Working on some technical difficulties.
Oh,
Yeah, talk about we use observer here to do that.
Cool.
I guess it was on his part.
oh,
so
maybe.
Alex is watching the news feed, so if somebody lets him know, he will adjust it, so he's gonna adjust it. We don't have to fix it, Alex will take care of it.
Okay.
You guys can always mention it. So.
I just like.
Also, if you guys ask me a question and I don't respond, it's because I'm focused. So you can ask a second time, but I might just be ignoring you for a minute to work on something.
Anything else on it? I'm sorry, that's my resale personally. That work retails so much.
Yeah, they come in every week, they know the lay of the land.
We're going to check this out, guys, in just a minute. We'll get this worked out.
Are you more comfortable now, especially
You're also in your Hearthstone.
Huh?
You're also in Wonder Hearts. So.
Yeah.
I had everything going on. I had everything on, makeup and
Okay.
everything. Got home from a friend's house and everything. I'm like, oh God, I had to like strip it all down, go to the shower and yes.
Oh, no.
I just like, yeah. Pretty bad in the leather, fake leather pants. And usually, it's usually, they're like, hey, the pants, nothing goes on with the pants, but apparently I'm doing more workout than I.
Well, even in cotton stuff, you're gonna do anything, you know.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good. I mean,
All right, it looks like we're under the right thing now.
say,
This is why I like to get a test run going before we start. But yeah, so one of you said that there's like an echo, but I won't tell you, but it seems you read it. Was watching you on TikTok and mentioned the echo. Came here to tell you. Is there an echo on TikTok, or is the echo just on, or is it on Twitch? Because I'm trying to. Yeah, so you said that there's like an echo, but tell you, but it seems you read it. Because I'm not picking up an echo on my end. Is there an echo on TikTok, or is the echo just on, or is it on Twitch? I'm trying to. Oh, okay. I hear it. The echo is on TikTok. All right. I think it's because it's using my microphone. I don't know how to undo that. I don't think they should do that, but it looks like that might just be a thing. Okay, let me go over to, where did TikTok go? Hello? Okay.
Still paying to the kids from my dad on TikTok.
Contributors to. All right, guys, we'll just deal with it. Okay. What do we got? Okay, I'm gonna drop TikTok until I figure it out. We'll be right back. I'm just going to do a regular live on TikTok until I can figure out why it's using both the microphones. Trying to do something creative, but it did not work. That did not work like I thought. I don't know why they do that though, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. Sorry, we were ready to go, guys, and then somebody was like, hey, there's a huge echo. So, there we go. All right. Roll a technology roll, JK, right? If we were playing Starfinder, I would just roll for computer, but anyways. Awesome.
Yeah,
All right. Boom.
if they're over there, we're selling them.
Which ones are you talking about?
The Neon Dynasty art cards.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know how much you want to sell for?
We scan all of our cards, all of them, because every different card changes prices every day, up and down.
We do
And
market
so
value for TCG.
we use TCG Player. Yeah.
We'll see how much the art cards are.
Sure. Yeah, you can Google them too. Also, to get the ones that you like, you can Google them too, and usually we'll
And then
do.
we double scan.
Yeah. So that way you can get an idea of what it is if you don't have the TCG Player app. Again, we don't price them by eBay because eBay always is like, this card is $50,000, and it's not. So, but when you open up shopping, you'll see somebody will have it for $325, somebody will have it for $4. It's in that range. We'll scan it in and get it done. So, I'm super glad that you're here, but you can't hang out at the table right now.
Oh, okay.
Twitch stream. Yes.
I didn't know.
Yes. But it's not. It's just because we're broadcasting. Yeah. So, anyways. But you're welcome to hang out, like just in there. Yeah.
salty veteran just said, roll the technology roll.
Yeah, I saw that. Awesome.
All
All right.
all over it.
It's good. Core's doing awesome. I'm glad you guys are here. We're going to play some Pathfinder. We got our technology stuff taken care of. All right. Guys, Mayor Devon Kendra Devon, is somebody that you rescued from the temple, the Hermitage of the Blessed Lightning. This is supposed to be like just a bunch of tree-hugging hippies that are worshiping the ocean, waves, and the power of the wind. And yeah, they have concerns about the environment, but when you got there, they were kicking the crap out of the mayor who went to visit the head priest of the Hermitage. So that just doesn't add up. She says that she feels like the priests that are there have changed. They kidnapped her, were assaulting her. She had asked about her friend, who goes by the name of Harlock, and Harlock was also being held captive somewhere in the temple and was being assaulted as well. You guys were just supposed to rescue the mayor, so instead of diving into the Hermitage and figuring out what was going on, you guys decided to head back to town, and that was when you received applause. You received initiation into Pathfinder Society, and your initiation was celebrated at the bar, and you were inducted and given an Aeon Stone and a Wayfinder. So Aeon Stones, I'll give you a little bit of background for it real quick.
I saw that Aeon.
Aeon.
Compass.
I'm going to give you guys information in just a
That's
second.
fine.
No, it's good. Okay, so Aeon Stones. Over millennia, these mysterious, intricately cut gemstones have been hoarded by mystics and fanatics hoping to discover their secrets. Despite their myriad forms and functions, these stones are purportedly all fragments of crystal tools used by otherworldly entities to construct the universe in primeval times. When you invest one of these preciously shaped crystals the stone orbits your head instead of being worn on your body. You can stow an Aeon Stone with an interact action, and an orbiting stone can be snatched out of the air with a successful disarm action against you. A stowed or removed stone remains invested, but its effects are suppressed until you return it to orbit your head again. There are various types of Aeon Stones, each with a different shape, color, or magical effect. Each Aeon Stone also gains a resonant power when slotted into a special magic item called a Wayfinder. We will go over to Wayfinders. Dun, dun. Wayfinders. This compact compass repurposes ancient technology to draw fantastic power from the mysterious magic item called Aeon Stones. It serves as a badge of office for agents of the Pathfinder Society, and as a status symbol among adventurers of any stripe. A Wayfinder functions as a compass. An indentation in the middle of the Wayfinder can hold a single Aeon Stone. Placing an Aeon Stone in this indentation provides you all the benefits of having the Aeon Stone orbiting your head, but it protects the stone from being noticed or stolen as easily. You invest a Wayfinder and the Aeon Stone within it simultaneously, and they count as only one item toward your investure limit. An invested Aeon Stone slotted in a Wayfinder also grants its resonant power. If you have more than one Wayfinder with an invested Aeon Stone on your person at a given time, destructive interference from their resonance prevents you from gaining benefits from any of them. You can still benefit from additional Aeon Stones orbiting your head, just not in Wayfinders. So, it's really nice. You guys are going to receive your Aeon Stones and specific Wayfinders that are very valuable. Very, very valuable. However, they are not your property. They are to be returned to the Pathfinder Society upon your death or upon your resignation or your firing. So, basically what happens is they can recall this item, so even if you disappear, die, or whatever, they can, in fact, sometimes the gaining of this item and recalling it is telling in and of itself. Because if you're like, where is this adventure? We haven't seen them in forever. Let's go ahead and recall their waystone, which is dangerous because if you recall it and they're not attached to it, then they are just left wherever they are without it. But if they recall it and this thing is obviously covered in blood, they're just like, oh, yeah, dead. You know, or like, there's no blood on it, but it smells like a rotting corpse. Why does it smell like a rotting corpse? Probably because it was in the jacket pocket of a rotting corpse. No juices got onto it, but the thing sure smells like, bad. So, right. So, you guys are going to receive an Aeon Stone. This thing is an agate ellipsoid. So, it is this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous blue agate ellipsoid that you guys see here, that you guys can see that I'm holding up. Yeah. This blue thing right here. Jake from State Farm. You guys will also be received, that's worth about 130 gold pieces, again, not to be sold. But you guys will also, welcome in, I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, thanks for the follow. You guys are amazing. Also, you guys will be receiving a level 13 item. This is worth 2,750 gold pieces. And by the way, even though we're playing, you guys are welcome to just interject whatever you want. Yeah.
I always try to be polite.
So
Okay.
if it's
We're
a-
doing this. Everybody that's watching knows we own a game store, so they're used to us getting up and down and other stuff like that.
I just got a couple of our cards and see if maybe a couple of these.
Sure, absolutely. I'll go ahead and look through those real quick. I'll show you guys the Homeward Wayfinder in just a minute.
Since it's a level 13 item, can we still use it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
In Pathfinder, the level of the item does not mean that you can't use it. It just lets you know how insane the city powerful it is.
At 316, you always come to visit. You always welcome new customers and new players.
Okay, how many are there? All of them. 13 of them all.
We'll let y'all know when we figure it out.
great teachers. They care about these kids.
Yeah, well, that's definitely very, 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 because I worked with a very good school district, so I never want to teach anywhere else.
They do culinary class, but if you teach kids how to cook.
You gotta have a teacher's degree.
That's true.
You gotta have a bachelor's degree to get a teacher's degree. I have an associate's degree, but not a bachelor's degree.
Well, because we're getting trade tags, you know, so we're having workshops, we're having, all this stuff. I'm very happy to see trade tags. Just over here.
Yeah.
But if you're just getting stuff on it, oh, okay. I know people that do it.
Yeah. Oh, and that's the thing, is some people are bad.
All right, guys. So, all right. So, I was giving you guys your Aeon Stones and your Wayfinders. This is the Homeward Wayfinder. Homeward Wayfinder, worth 2,750 gold pieces. A normal Wayfinder is like 50 gold pieces. So this is excellent. Homeward Wayfinders are powerful escape tools in the hands of a Pathfinder agent, drawing upon a special connection to the maze of the open road. In addition to the effects of a Wayfinder, a Homeward Wayfinder attunes itself to the most recent Pathfinder lodge you visited and has the following activation. Active 10 minutes, once per day. So basically, when you activate this, it takes 10 minutes for it to actually work.
So basically, if we're in a very dire situation, and we have to get out of there, we have to hold out for 10 minutes.
Yep. However, you teleport back to the attuned Pathfinder lodge as long as you are no more than 100 miles away. This teleportation effect fails if you would bring another creature with you, even if you're carrying it in an extra dimensional space. So it does not allow for hitchhikers.
Oh, so like if I had a bag of holding and then I had a like familiar or something that was hanging out in the bag of holding, it would not.
I will make adjustments that will have to be dealt with case by case basis because right now it says it fails if you would bring another creature with you, even if you're carrying an extra dimensional space. The reason for that, what we'll have to do is make a special attachment or something like that. The reason being is because they obviously don't want you teleporting Minotaur or something like that. The reason also is because what if you're in a bad spot and you have closed yourself off in the room and something's on the other side of that door when you teleport, and now there's a black dragon in the middle of the Grand Lodge. You know, it's like, no. Yeah.
Or we grab each other's hands and now we have 3 teleports instead of 1 a day.
Right. So that kind of thing, yeah. But that can really, really work and benefit for you guys because that allows you to basically port. The cool thing is the Grand Lodge has its own technology and its own magic that it has the ability to also put you back. Meaning that if you teleport to a Grand Lodge and they are able to give you directions to something, there is a possibility that they can send you somewhere based on their own technology and the way they have available. So to another Grand Lodge, even though it's over 100 miles, other things like that. So there is a possibility for you to be like, hey, we need to travel to the other side of the continent. And they're like, all right, well, you can teleport to the Grand Lodge here. This Grand Lodge can connect to that Grand Lodge, and we can shoot you across. Because they probably have a much larger Aeon Stone that is worth hundreds of thousands of gold pieces that is imbued with insane magic. You know, things like that. So there's different stuff. And you will run into other wayfinders that are valuable that have different things that you can choose to swap out or whatever. But this one, your Aeon Stone, has that ability. So, let me tell you a little bit about the Aeon Stone real quick so that you're aware of it. The resonant power causes the augury spell from the Aeon Stone to always succeed at the DC 6 flat check to give an answer other than nothing. So, what is augury? Let's look at augury. So, augury, for you gain a vague glimpse of the future. During the casting of the spell, ask about the results of a particular course of action. The spell can predict results up to 30 minutes into the future and reveal the GM's best guess among the following outcomes. Wheel, woe, wheel and woe, and nothing. So wheel, the result is good. Woe, the result is bad. Wheel and woe, the result will be a mix of good and bad. Nothing, there won't be a particular good or bad result. So what that means is the resonant caused the augury spell from the Aeon Stone to always succeed at a difficulty check of 6 to give an answer other than nothing. So you guys can actually ask the stone. So this is a second level augury spell once per day. So you can ask, like if we try to cross this river, will we die? Whatever. And it can do things like that. So it's really, really fun that way. But don't forget, it does take a DC check and you can't hit fail. Yeah. So the Aeon Stone must be activated to provide benefit. Trigger an enemy fails to save against a mental spell. Oh, sorry. Hold on one second. Oh yeah. We're actually going to give you. We're going to give you something pretty low level. It's going to be pretty awesome. I didn't realize this. There are different Aeon Stones. Some of them worth 130 gold pieces. I told you I was giving you guys the agate ellipsoid. I'm wrong. I'm giving you guys pearly white spindle. I'll explain. So some of these Aeon Stones are worth like 60 gold pieces. Some of them are worth 40,000 gold pieces. So they are like super powerful. You guys are going to get the white spindle. This is your initiate level Aeon Stone. When you invest this Aeon Stone, which means you activate it slowly starts healing your wound, restoring 1 HP every minute. Which means whenever you are using this stone and have it with you, you can slowly regenerate. You can still die, very much so. But the nice thing is that that's actually pretty crazy, because if you're in a situation where you are dropped to 0 hit points, it can bring you back up to 1 hit point. Which means the things that are basically going to kill you are going to be the things that absolutely drop you dead like crushed under a boulder. Now the thing is it's not going to immediately take you to 1 hit point. If you are negative 17 hit points, it will take 17 minutes, which means you will still need to do death saves. Because you having an arrow through your heart might be too much for this white spindle to heal. You might bleed out faster than it can kill you. Because if somebody cuts your carotid artery, you're going to bleed out faster than, this thing can kill you. So it's that. But the nice thing is that if you're in a situation where you get in trouble or you're taking whatever, but that's really powerful because in 8 minutes, it can accomplish what basically, a 4 gold piece healing potion can do. If you guys end up taking a long rest, it can really put you back up there. That's going to save you a ton of gold. So this thing is a pearly white spindle. It's a level 3, 60 gold pieces. I'll read to you what one of the level 1940 gold piece one does. This one is a pale orange rhomboid. Hey, Medcave, thanks for the follow. That's awesome. Posture check. Boom. Awesome. Just a little bit of an echo here. Sure, we've got 2 mics. There's always going to be a little bit of something until we get everything figured out. Big fan of your store. Hope you can visit there one day. Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my chatty feature. That way I get a little alarm whenever you guys chat with me because I want to hear you for sure. It's supposed to give me a little ding. So I'm super glad that you guys are here. Thanks so much, 80. You guys are awesome. Posture check. Thanks for being here. Okay, so the pale orange rhomboid, the first time each day you die, your vital and spiritual essence mingles together and resides within this Aeon Stone. You have a limited sense of how many life forces are currently within 30 feet of the stone, which you can potentially use to determine when it's safe to call on the stone's power. And any time within the next hour after your body died, you can spend 1 minute concentrating in order to return to your body. As long as your body is still intact, you are no longer dead and are restored to 1 hit point with the Doomed 3 and Wounded 3 condition. You can benefit from the effects of only 1 pale orange rhomboid Aeon Stone in a given day. The resonant power allows you to wait more than an hour to return to your body with the Aeon Stone. As long as the Wayfinder remains in the body, your body doesn't decay, and you can return at any point, which is insane. That's way overpowered. That's really overpowered. It's nuts. So, but this one will just give you 1 hit point every minute. So, yeah, I like it. Awesome. So, you guys have received your stones, and you have some missions available to you.
Can we put our stones in our wayfinders? Or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Put my stone in my wayfinder.
Are we being dispatched back to investigate more, or are they taking them away?
So, you guys have some options. Amiko, which let me see if I can get Amiko up here. Whoop, there's Amiko. Amiko Kaijitsu is acting as the Grand Lodge Overseer for the Rusty Dragon and gives you an option of 2 quests that you can do. One of them takes you straight back to the Hermitage of the Blessed Lightning to see what is going on and to try and rescue Harlock, which is the guy that the governor went to go see.
Okay.
Harlock is
the head guy?
the head guy. Yeah. Or there is need of a small town on the edge of there is doesn't matter if people go dead. Don't concern yourself.
I've seen the belonging in all times, so don't be very concerned when someone calls out the dead.
So there is a town that is asking for aid called Fiorna's Faith. It is in a small valley in southern Belskin, just outside of what is called the Gravelands. Hidden in this valley, far removed from devastation. Love the stream aspect you have going on here. We're hoping to do something like this in our new store once construction is finished. Oh, that's awesome, Ed Cave. That's amazing. M-Tech Cave. That would be so cool. Let us know when that gets going. We'd love to tune in. So, hidden in the valley, far removed from the devastation of the Whispering Tyrant's rebirth. What is that? The village escaped the fall of Last Wall unscathed.
What's this town called again?
Fiorna Faith. Fiorna. Fiorna. Fiorna's Faith. All right. And please don't be Googling out-of-game material. Yeah, at all. Like,
I think he's doing it to see how to spell it.
okay, yeah. But I'm just saying, it definitely ruins it if you're like, oh, I'm going to Google this real quick and read everything about it. Because it ends up being like, it's more fun to just kind of launch into it. So what's going on is that somebody has stopped responding to their pen out. And that's very unusual. Because it's so close to Gravelands, and there is something called the Whispering Tyrant's Rebirth, where somebody killed a lich a long time ago. And then they buried that lich, as you do, to imprison it. And then they built a city on top of it to protect anyone from ever trying to go in. So, which makes sense, because that's how you imprison something, is you're like, hey, if we have Thanos locked up, okay, are we gonna like throw him in the ocean and hope nobody finds him, or are we going to build Manhattan on top of it, or build the White House on top of it, to make sure it is always monitored and nobody goes in there?
Just split it to William Wallace and split it into 4 pieces and spread them across the world. Like, nobody can get them.
I don't think you understand how witches work.
I do not.
Yeah, no. They have something called phylacteries or soul cages. Basically, it's like, why don't you just take Voldemort and split him into 4 pieces and move him to different parts of the world? It's like, because of something called Horcruxes, they don't give a shit where you split him up or send him. Like that's just the way that it works. So liches have something that act like a Horcrux. In fact, that's probably where Voldemort's idea came from. He had 7 Horcruxes, so he had 7 phylacteries basically. His soul was imbued in him. Hey, jumped on from TikTok to Twitch. I think you are missing the chat there. Oh, definitely. Yeah, we don't see the chat on TikTok. We do watch the chat on Twitch. Hey guys, if you're hanging out and you want to chat with us, head over to twitch.tv, Dyson Dragons TV. I'd love to answer all your questions here. Yeah, the reason I don't answer questions on TikTok when I'm role-playing is because I have to look at the screen constantly back and forth between the two. And also, on Twitch, it's easier for people to write down a lot. And so it's easy there's a little, whenever you talk to me, you can hear a little ding. So you were sending messages and gifts. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I didn't reply to your gifts. They matter to me. Your guys' hard-earned money supporting the stream. That's awesome. You guys are super cool. That's amazing. Yeah, you guys, head over to twitch.tv, Dyson Dragons TV, to be a part of our chat. We'd love it.
I kind of want to go mess with some undead, but I want to make sure Amiko is okay with us not going back to the other one.
Miko don't care. She's part of the Pathfinder Society, and there are a ton of adventurers that are looking for gold. So, yeah. When you're taking out the...
Probably rescue the Beggar's Friend, because this demon that took over a monk, seems like a bit of a big
Guys taking off? Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, sure. Taking over a bunch, capturing a bunch of monks who happen to be druids. Why do you get a bit more concerned in a town dealing with some undead right now? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say.
Like, if we don't go, someone else is. So, it's just.
This is the fun of the adventure, is that they're getting to discuss the same game as adventurers. So it's really cool.
So it's a question of who do you want to fight and where do you want to go. So, I mean, but it's a good point that this is our home base and we want to favor
Greetings
Curry
from the
with around our home
Netherlands,
base.
almost
So
4
I
a.m.
agree
here.
with that
Long
statement.
story short,
You guys mind?
love the
We don't
videos, and
listen to
sadly,
us.
we don't have a store like yours in our country. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so glad you're here. Got somebody hanging out with us from the Netherlands. The Netherlands.
Things in the Netherlands, man.
Almost 4 a.m. there.
That's awesome.
I plan on a vacation there next year.
That's amazing. Thanks for being here, Stallmania.
That's amazing. Thanks for hanging out with us.
What's your question?
So Alex, did you finish explaining the rest of the quest?
Oh yeah, I would shut it down. Yeah. You guys have to decide what it is you want to do. So you'd have to go to the area to get like details.
Oh,
So you guys will be given like, hey, so it turns out some sort of mining operation is arguing with some sort of corporation about who owns some discovery they have. You'd have to go talk to them. And then you would travel to that area, and that's where like, then you would get to the mining collaborator and be like, hey, what's going on? And be like, well, here's the thing.
So investigation or straight to combat.
And I have not gotten you to use my disrupt undead yet.
Well, here's the other thing too: is going back where the mayor was or whatever. You also have to deal with the fact that you killed a couple people.
They attacked us.
Right. That's not a problem. But what do you think is going to happen when you go back? There's going to be more people guarding it or less people guarding it?
Probably more. I'm gonna go logical.
However, I'm not saying don't go back. You guys could head to this town and you have no idea what you're even getting into, or if it's even going to raise your credibility, and the mayor of the town could be like, okay, screw you guys.
So I'm going to also say that I don't have the ability to fight anything with physical
We're making an 8-sided D&D table with a lifting lid, lights under the lid, fog machines, paper slots for character sheets. That sounds amazing. That sounds so cool. Oh, that's really, really awesome.
Curry more favor with
That's
the city
amazing.
that we're home based. Even though it might be more challenging now, I think that's the appropriate action.
I agree with that because one, we can still get supplies in here. We'll also not only going to curry favor with the mayor, but this is also a bit of closer threats. Especially dealing with a she said it was a demon, right? That she saw. It's kind of flying demon. So odds are this is a more serious matter, and because it's closer to us, so they get the bigger threat. So I vote we go back for hard. I say we vote back there. Yes, it's more challenging, but it's also more important. That's just my opinion now. So in character, I'm saying we need to go back for hard. We need to talk to the mayor first to see what else she found.
But you have 2 other people that are talking about going and doing undead, so...
I think I've changed my mind to helping out around the town where we're home basing.
Why?
I'm a little worried about fighting undead because I don't have the means to damage them.
Okay.
I
So-
do, but that's the part of being part of a party.
Yeah.
Because everybody has different abilities.
Yeah.
That happens to be one of my abilities.
And how are you going to get things to fight the undead?
We have to either earn money to do that, or we have to
Be a part of some organization
That's
that
true.
would equip you to be able to take care of things that they sent you
I'm
out
That's
on?
true. That's true.
I'll
I
let
keep
you-
forgetting that we're in part of the Pathfinder now. We just got initiated. I didn't know I got pre-perks. You know what I mean?
Initiates,
I take your wayfinder real quick, grab your Aeon Soul, put it in the slot, then put it back in your hand and say, guess what?
Okay.
Guess what you're a part of.
All right. So let's just take a
We
vote.
have that.
Now, I'm going to, whatever you guys decide, I am going to argue the other side of it, and the moment that you decide on what I'm arguing for, I'll then argue against it. My whole thing is I really want you guys to make a choice, so that's why I was like, yeah, maybe the mayor will be pissed off that you didn't help him out. The mayor that you just saved their life, probably not. They're going to be okay with, I'm going to go back and forth, because if you guys think that I'm making arguments so that you'll go my direction, you're going to find I immediately switch and argue against it, and you guys will be like, which is it? That's the whole point, is that you have to decide.
So
what
let's
it
just
is
take
that
a
you're
vote. I'm down to fight undead. That's
We do
my
have a
choice,
Discord,
as
yeah,
long as I
for
can
sure.
get equipped through the Pathfinder.
If you're on our
Society,
TikTok,
something
you can
that
go
allows me
to
get
our
equipped.
link tree in our bio
my vote
and get
is
access to our
that
Discord
we
that
go
way.
back and rescue Parliament, since that is a closer threat.
I'm really feeling the undead tonight. There's something about
Democracy. Woo!
Okay.
It's easier with 3 of you.
All right, then I guess the vote.
But my vote hinges on me being able to get equipped through a Miko. So Miko. So I need to go talk to Miko about getting some kind of wraps or something so my fists can hit anything to overcome magical defenses.
We have a cleric over here who has connections with the
That's
Temple of
awesome,
Serenade
Medicaid.
that may be able to bless your
Let's just see if there's any equipment before we go dealing with the church.
and
All right,
before you
let's
make
ask.
before you make dedications. What's up, Garbox?
Well, and dealing with the undead, the church really does help out with that. I'm just saying.
Just saying. Okay. Is there a church like that in town, or are we gonna have to travel to someone, or is just I can get something in the inn that we're at and head out?
Let's ask the DM.
Let's ask the DM.
Is there a Temple of Serenade here in Sandpoint?
And,
A temple? No.
Somewhere we can.
and Jake, you're a fighter?
Yes,
Okay.
but I don't use the weapon.
Oh, that's awesome.
grappling. And
Yeah, Maggie hasn't been around in a while.
So he's a fighter. Can he be equipped? Can you be equipped with something magical to, like detect and defeat undead? Or just
Yeah, it's just gonna be like a magical hand wraps that means that when my punch hits, it can penetrate things that aren't affected by non-magical items.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I just
Well,
need
if you
to
see
look
her,
for
tell her we
something
miss her.
+1, hand wraps or something like that.
awesome. So,
What was the ring?
Mr. Daly.
Let's just pretend it did that.
So, is there a place where he would be able to acquire the equipment that he needs to in order to deal with the undead?
Possibly, but you guys are definitely, I mean, you have to role play whatever it is that you're
Yeah,
wanting.
I would like to go talk to Amiko about accepting the quest to go to the town over there.
Great.
Dorn and Faith.
But I was,
Oh, Florence Faith, yes. She's missing something. Let me see. Do you have a name? Looks like Councilwoman Agrit Stagenstar. Apparently she's lost touch with her friend. Chakra Hilrend. Yeah, we're looking for that. Yeah. We can send you there.
I'm a little concerned about fighting possibly undead, and I was wondering if the lodge has any magical wraps to assist in fighting the undead.
Whoa, Nishit. No one has said anything about undead. This is just a missing persons case. This town is quite a ways from the Gravelands. We haven't had anything like that in a while.
Something wrong with being prepared?
No, not at all. But you want to do your due diligence in investigating. You're literally just going to talk to a woman first.
Okay.
If she tells you that something's up or you discover things, then you're welcome to. But you're jumping the gun.
Question: How do we get these? I show her the voucher. How do we get this equipment? Do we just go to a store
No,
or?
we don't have the
Oh, we
You
not
remember we rescinded the vouchers when you got here? I said, hey, the voucher I gave you for 5,000, I'm ripping that
I
off.
forgot. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Just walk away from the table.
Okay, but
Okay.
we do need. I am looking to upgrade my weapon, so I'll go to the store later on. But first, let's get as much information as we can.
Thanks for letting me on the Discord. I hope we all can discuss some stuff later on when you aren't busy. I have to go pick the wipe up from the store. It's almost closing time. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, enjoy. I'm glad you're here hanging out.
I look at you and I say, we go to a store, maybe get some equipment that we may possibly need. theorize that it could be undead, but we don't know for sure if it's undead. So my advice would probably get a weapon.
We can get a weapon in that town, I'm sure.
But also, I would recommend getting something universal. Like, I'm planning to get myself a dueling sword that has a bit of magic to it. Now, I can add magic to my swords, as you know, as you know, I'm a magus, but I want something with a little more edge to it, just in case my spell strengths don't work.
So, out of character, are we walking there, or are we teleporting there? How are we getting
No, you would teleport. Let's go ahead and bring up the.
Ooh, teleportation. Can't wait for my abs to go apart.
Beat me up, Amico.
Thing.
Let's do this. The baby agrees.
I say
Yeah.
to Nico, what can you tell me about this missing person? Like, what were they last seen? Were they with anyone? Because we may have potential suspects. I guess we're going there like the first 48.
He's
No,
doing something.
no, I know, but look at the dice. Man, it was the dice were going.
Oh.
It was like bouncing off all of the glitter and stuff.
Okay, so you guys are over here near Varicia, you can see.
We're seeing.
And you guys are actually moving over to Belkzen, which is over here. I don't know why.
That's for sorry.
This is so. But you guys are going from like Sandpoint over here, which is actually on the map. That's interesting. All the way over to. So.
We're gonna tell where from them, so we're gonna tell from there on the way here.
Yeah, to the large in the city.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you guys get everything together, you figure things out, and you end up traveling to a town called Trunau. Trunau. Trunau.
TR.
We'll call it Trunau.
TR.
Yeah, we'll call it Trunau.
For now.
So, Councilwoman Agrit Stagensdar requested to meet you in a shop called the House of Wonders. True now. The aptly named business specializes in magic items. Its shelves chock full of shimmering potions and elixirs. Upon answering the door, Agrit, a dwarven wizard, says, "Yes, how can I help you?"
We are with the Pathfinder Society, and we're here to meet the councilman.
Can I see your badges?
I pull out my wayfinder.
And she looks at them and she looks to you.
The wizard?
Yeah, she
Oh.
looks to you for your badge.
Oh.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh,
That's why I kind of like go with it like.
wonderful. Here, come with me." Leads you to a table in the back at which she sits and pours herself and offers each of you a steaming cup of tea.
Ooh, tea. Inside the tea, please. Perception on the tea, please. I've been.
Okay.
Nice or hefty. I guess I'm gonna go with medicine 7.
Sorry, you said insight. So your D&D character does not seem that the tea is lying to you.
Well, I guess.
Moving forward, after
I'm trying
you're
to
like,
figure
"Can I do
this
an insight check on the tea?" Well, that's Dungeons and Dragons, but no, the tea is not
I
lying to
meant
you.
to say nature. I meant to say to see if she was poisoning me or not.
Just so you know, when she was pouring tea, she wasn't spilling the tea. She was just pouring you a cup of tea.
Okay.
Get it? Spilling the tea.
I'm just trying to make sure I don't get poisoned. I just take the tea and drink it.
All right. Roll for Constitution. All right.
I can't tell if you're lying to me or telling the truth.
Please do. Roll for Constitution.
All three of us?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
17.
that one.
Okay.
17.
Is it just flat Constitution, or are we doing a 40?
Yep.
Okay.
Flag Constitution.
17.
The tea is delicious.
Yeah. This is a
Cora
good
rolled a
conversation.
nat 1, so she has a small tea leaf that is stuck to her front tooth.
I say to her, like, yes.
Your
I
tea-
will harass you for overhandling a situation. We're just talking to the person. Maybe they're trying to poison us. Yeah, maybe.
So,
Maybe.
and remember when he's painting a word picture, it's better to listen to the end until he says, so what do you guys want to do? And
That's
that
right.
will help
That's
keep the
right,
flow of the
babe.
story.
I'm sorry.
You'll learn.
I know.
Upon you just have to chuck away that inner dungeon master. You'll get used to it. Upon answering the door, Agrid asks for your badges, leads you to the back, and pours you some tea. After a bandit raid some years ago, my friend Jakra Hilrin moved away from Trunau. We'd shared a passion for all things arcane, so I was sad to see her leave. Eventually, she settled in Fiona's Faith, a small village just outside the border of what was once Last Wall. Though Last Wall fell during the Whispering Tyrant's rebirth, it seemed like Fiona's Faith managed to avoid becoming part of the Gravelands, or so we all thought. She's cold, because I think it's because he's coal black. Mostly personal letters and theories about magic, but then last week, Cole arrived at my, and Cole is spelled C-O-A-L, just like Cole. Window with nothing in it. Cole arrived at my window with nothing in his talons but this single scrap of blood-stained parchment. I've not heard anything since, nor has anyone else. She spreads the parchment out on her table and reads, I must be brief. Something terrible is happening in Fiona's Faith. Folk has been disappearing and I fear that I'm next. There's another part that is written, but it was torn. So there's no way of deciphering what was written next. But there's blood spatter and tears, so it's not a good thing. So Agrit would like you all to travel. She's about 3 days' journey to Fiona's Faith. Find out what happened to the small community, and is offering you a reward for your bravery. Again, I will find out what that reward is, but in the book they did not write it down here, which is surprising because normally they're pretty good at that. So I will find out what that